Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the TimeBlazr Way goal setting. I'm so excited to announce this little program that I'm going to be doing in the month of March. Will have a great impact on your business and the way that you flow within each and every day. And this is a system called the TimeBlazr. It's based on the Chinese calendar called the Tongshu, but my version is a personalized version that is exceptional to be using for your launches. And what I mean by that is your program, product, and service launches. It's very good for if you're an author and you are going to be publishing this year. Maybe you even are thinking about upgrading your website, which everyone knows all of these items, your campaigns, your funnels, your planning, your strategies, all take a lot of time, effort, and even money. And so what we want to do is we want to make the most of all of our efforts. And I believe by launching things on an auspicious day that matches you, then you're going to have an exponential return on your investment. So first of all, for those of you who don't know me, hello, welcome to my tribe. I really enjoy helping people with person, space, time, and universe. And what that means is, as a business feng shui master, I help with their space, but it's always personalized, which is the astrology. But the real game changer, I believe in all of this, is if you trigger energy at a very good time, you're going to really start seeing incredible breakthroughs, incredible transformations. And that's what I want to help you with. But we're going to specifically just talk about the TimeBlazr. And we're gonna, but in a very personal way. So anyway, welcome. And for those of you who do know me, thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate your following. So I want to tell you a little bit about the TimeBlazr, but I think one of the first places I want you to start to work along with me is, why don't we look at getting you this tool immediately? And what you can do is go to www.free30timetrial.com and you can download a version for 30 days. Now you get the full version, and we're going to be walking through this step by step starting on Monday. So this is just the announcement of what we're going to be doing, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a navigation today so you can actually see how this can empower you in every one of your moves strategically. And that's really what Chinese metaphysics is all about, is about getting in the flow and getting the most out of all of your efforts, and in a way that can help you obtain the things that you want. So we are going to really take a deep dive in that. And so what I'd like to show you is what we're going to be talking about throughout the webinar time, if you will. Okay, so we are going to be starting on Monday. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through different components of the TimeBlazr and how you might use them, because there's a lot of potential in how you can filter. But, you know, it is going to be a little bit of an understanding. But what I want you to do before March 15th for my free webinar, I want you to have a little bit of a handle on how you can actually be using this. And I want this to be an action-based webinar, so that you are going to be actually doing, as in the sense you're going to be planning something by the end of March. So there's no time like the present to have action. And come on, let's face it, it's already March 2023, and this is a fast moving year, this water rabbit year that we're in. We'll be talking about that. I'll be sprinkling in, little nuggets that will help you along the way. But this particular month, the month of March, is a very fast moving month, and you don't want to miss out. Okay. All right. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be having just a little bit of the navigation today. And then here's our agenda on Monday. And I had to sort of sprinkle my times with my agenda. So hopefully it'll fit for you. And if it doesn't, then make sure you watch the replays, once they're posted online, and it's live. So it'll be almost an immediate post, right? But be here live, and then you can ask me questions. That's what you really want to do. And, so you don't miss any of my announcements, you definitely want to subscribe. If you found this content valuable, please give me a like. That certainly helps with the algorithms, as well as share. We would love to have as many people who are the type of people that have programs, products, and services that are going to make this world a better place. So if you yourself know some people that have some amazing things going on, and you know that they're working really hard, bring them on over so that they can benefit from this as well. Okay. All right. So then on Monday, we're going to talk about a day view, a month view, a year view. I'm going to show you all that in a quick navigation in just a sec. There's going to be, different color coding. I'm very visual. So when I created it, I suppose I created it with my sensibilities, but there's also a lot of mechanics behind it for you left brainers as well. So it's definitely a yin and yang, or a left right brain endeavor for sure. Then there's going to be various different activities that any business owner might encounter over a year's time. And so we're going to go deeper into how to use these activities that you can program into just a click of a button away, to be able to show you where those days and their potencies are. So again, you can make informed decisions. And then there's 12 different types of days. I'll go through each one of those. Then there are things called like activators. Oh, this one is really juicy. I'm going to be integrating for you, excuse me, I'm going to be integrating for you a little bit of astrology and a little bit of feng shui, just to get your toes wet, but very empowering. You don't need much besides an open mind and heart to start tapping into your own energetics of your space, which basically feng shui is used to achieve your goals, by the way. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. And then there's also a very spiritual side, which is the manifest 4 days. So there's 4 different types of energies that don't happen every single month. You may only have a sprinkling of them. Then there's going to be, months that they're going to be really vibrant for you. So wouldn't you want to know ahead of time when those vibrant times are? And you don't want to miss them. You don't want to go to the beach on that day. You want to choose a day that maybe isn't so vibrant, so that you can do your mundane tasks on the lower energy days and do your high powered action steps on those vibrant days. And then there's going to be, definitely searches in there that is really going to help you to, kind of pinpoint, maybe some specific things that you want. Maybe you want to know where all your wealth days are located in the year, or maybe you want to know when it is the best time to do some content creation. This is what the TimeBlazr can do for you. Okay, I'm excited. I get to tell you now, I get to show you now, the TimeBlazr, so you can yourself kind of understand what we're going to be doing. So we're going to look at the navigation today. All right, let's head on over to the site. And so this is the TimeBlazr, and I just wanted you to see the month view. And there's a lot of information on here. First of all, I want you to understand that this is it's personalized to each and every client. And so when I'm looking at the TimeBlazr, and I'm going to just increase this a little bit so we can see it a little bit easier. That always happens. I hope that didn't mess up our live, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't have two screens going on here. All right, so we are gonna, like I said, we're gonna open this up just a little bit so you can see it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna just talk about the tabs really quick. So we've got strategic dates. That's that month view. We'll get more into what the month view can do for you next week on Monday for day 2. And then, like I said, this is all based on an individual's astrology. So we'll be diving into this a little bit so that you will have an understanding of the ways in which you can use your own energy to help usher in the change, transformation, and achieve your goals. And really, it is knowing the flow of this that will help you with your TimeBlazr decisions. Now, the next one, this full access and special activations, those are for people that are in my higher end programs. Let's not worry about that right now. But I do want you to look into the training tab. We're going to be going through quite a bit of this, and you definitely want to be looking at these guidebooks if you want a little bit deeper understanding of the TimeBlazr. If you want me to if there's something that I'm saying here that you just want maybe a little bit more in depth. Okay, so, we talked about these green and white days. So we're going to be talking about those and the significance of that. We're going to be talking about these icons and how you can use those. We are going to be talking about, let's just even have a look into, the day view. Now this day view is, again, everything is personalized, and wherever you see stars, you're gonna have that be your first indication that this is personalized to your energy. So this is my demo site. So obviously you are not going to see the same information like the icons we just talked about. They're going to come over to the day view as well. So there's definite things that is going to be very helpful in this particular day that will help you understand how you can make these informed decisions. So we'll go into these more deeply when we talk on each and every day. We'll go into this a little bit more on Monday. All right, well, let's go back to that month view. So there are definitely some things that you will be able to do. You will be able to download the year. We'll do that next week. You can also, depends on how long the subscription is, then you can go into these individual months and then download these as a PDF. For those of you who are more visual, who like to have more of a paper agenda, this is a great way to print this out. You can also have this digitally, of course. And then you can also upload the information either into your iCal, either as an individual month, or you can do the whole year. And you can do the same with Google Calendar and Outlook with a few more steps, but you can certainly get that into your calendar. Now, for the moment, Google and Apple still have not embraced the TimeBlazr individual calendars. So you're just going to have to understand that, some of the information is not going to look exactly the same, but the convenience of being able to have someone, for example, someone is asking you, hey, I would love to get together for you for a coffee or something like that. And you look at the TimeBlazr and you go, this is a really vibrant day. Now, if it's a game-changing closing conversation, you go. But if it's like, maybe just like a casual coffee and there really is no agenda or anything like that, those relationships, of course, are important. But if it's a vibrant day, you don't want to be out to lunch. You want to do that on a time that is not as vibrant. And you know what? Here's the thing about the TimeBlazr. And I want to make this very, very clear. This is not a calendar that every single time excuse me, every single time you make a move, you have to, and I'm talking about, oh, I'm going to go to the grocery store. Oh, what time? Like, what I want you to do is some planning. I want you to do planning on a yearly basis, on a quarterly basis, a monthly basis, a weekly basis, and then the night before at minimum. Look at your next day of what's coming up. Then you can kind of see the pockets of energy that are going to be good. If you start bringing superstition into this system, you have lost the essence. I want you to be empowered by it and choose selectively the one or two pockets a day that can help usher forward your goals. And there's going to be some days that are just not vibrant. Like, let's face it, not every day can be nirvana, right? So what we need to do is we need to definitely bring in the essence of when the energy is vibrant. Let's go ahead and use it. All right, let's go back to the TimeBlazr site just so we can I can show you a couple other things for today. And then I want you to also take note of I want you to take note of just some of the things that are below the month view. And the month view, it's going to say you've got some manifest 4, and it's going to indicate with a blue bar, a blue ribbon. And so this person actually has 1. We'll talk about those during the manifest 4 days, but we just want to, it's just a little bit of a navigation. Now, these activators, I can't wait to tell you about these. These are actually embedded into your astrology chart. And so they're located here, so you'll always have an idea what they are. But can you imagine filtering and finding your mentors or helpful people? Can you imagine, like, you need to write some copy, and it's kind of brain busting, or you got to do your taxes and that's not your wheelhouse. Okay, well, use wisdom to help you. Attraction, great for sales. When to travel, I'm talking about your long distance travel. And then how about filtering all of your wellness treatments? It's just incredible. So we can do a lot of filters that are empowering to you. Okay. All right. I think that's all that I'm going to tell you today as far as the TimeBlazr. We're going to get into the searches. I'm just going to click on that button for right now, though, so you can see where we're going to be going with this. That's going to, tell you all your wealth days, for example. We just talked about those activators. I'll tell you a little bit more in detail what they mean. These are the 12 days. Just real quick, how about clicking that success button and finding all your success days for the year? Wouldn't that be a great way to be doing your launches? And then these are your manifest 4s. These are your more meditative manifestors to help you manifest better. Okay. All right. We'll get all into that over the next few days, if you will. Okay. So, what I am going to say now, we are going to be back with you all of next week, I believe, and into the following week leading up to the webinar. But for right now, like I said, I would like for you to go ahead and get your free trial. And actually, you really don't even need to get your business astrology because it's already in the TimeBlazr. But if you want to do both, you can. That's not a problem. What we're going to be doing on Monday is we're going to be talking about the day view a little bit more in detail, month and year view. So I'll show you a year view so you'll have a little bit more idea. And this is a great planning tool to be able to print that out or even have it on your desktop or at least a desktop. You need, because it's a full year. If it's this, teeny tiny, it's not going to be able to be much use for you. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to start thinking about what your big goals are. Now we're going to be talking specifically about the month, in March, but then we can take it to the next level if you're ready if you are ready for that. So we're going to close it up today. We're going to see you back here on March the 6th, which is Monday, and we are going to be reviewing the day, month, and year views. So again, I really appreciate your following today, and I hope that you will join us throughout to empower your goals with your personal energy, with a personal timing system that is sure to amaze you. All right. Again, if you found this information helpful, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and comment, and of course, share it with your community. We'd love to see others benefit from this great methodology. All right. Be well. See you on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.